Okay, this is project instruction for Excel project. Okay, first of all, let's save this file as, so copy the file and then save it as, okay, first, change this X with your course section number, which is, it can be ON01 or ON02, or it can be 01 or 02 and so on. So make sure to change this X, replace this X with your section number. Okay, let's say ON11, something like this. And then make sure to replace these names to your name, Sean Pack. The first name, last name. Okay, and then open it. Okay, insert a function. Okay, number one, assign the name membership to the range A18 to C20. All right. Let me change the size. Okay, so in the instruction, introduction worksheet, okay, let's change this name. Wait a second, assign a membership. Before we do this, okay, first of all, in the introduction page, okay, let's change the name. Okay, let's fill out this one. Okay, the course is CS103 ON 11. Yours, change this one into your section number. I will just use 11. The course side is CS103, right? CS103, and the course section is ON 01, 02, and so on. Your name goes here. So that's the introduction page. And then in the new client worksheet, the membership, assign the name, the membership to the range A18 to C20. A18 is this one. Select A18 to C20. So this range will have a name, membership. So click the upper left corner box, this one, and then write membership. Enter. So always, when you use a membership, then membership represents this range. Always. Okay, so membership. Okay, insert a function to display the current date in cell B2. Okay, B2 is this one, so current date. So go to the formulas tab, and then time and date and time, today. Select today. And then click OK. So whenever you open this one, then this tab will display. Okay, C. Insert a lookup function. So we will use a lookup function in C5. And this will be, so based on the membership. Based on this membership will be the value to look up from this range. So if the membership is deluxe, then the cost will be 575. If it's a individual, then the cost will be 300. So let's use the membership. So equal sign. The lookup table. So lookup. This is a vertical lookup because these numbers are in a vertical order. So vertical lookup, we lookup. Okay, parenthesis. The first argument is a lookup. So we're the lookup value, which is B5, right? B5. And then I will copy this formula down. So don't put the $sign on B5. And then table array is this range. But instead of selecting this range, we will just use membership. So type membership. And then the column index. So once there is a match, then it will return the value from the second column. So the cost is the second column. So type 2. And this is an approximate or exact match. We are looking for the exact match. So all this membership value must be exact. So there will be exact match. So type false, exact match, and enter. So deluxe, then the cost is 575. This is correct. So why don't we just copy down? The individual is 300. That is correct. Family is 1005. 1005. This is correct. Okay, and the annual total in E5, okay, we will use if function. The if function is this: if a member rents a locker, then there's a locker fee. Okay, so locker fee is $75. So let's use this one. So use an if function if the locker value is yes. If locker is yes, so if the locker, so D5 equals yes, same as yes, then what do we do? We're gonna add $75 to the cost, right? So then the cost plus $75, which is in B22. And we want to copy this cell down, so B22 must have $sign. So B22 will, the address of B22 will stay when we copy the formula down. Then copy down, then this C5 will be C6, D5 will be D6, and so on. Okay, enter. So 75 is added to this, so we got this 650, and then something's wrong. If it's no, there is no argument, right? So if this yes, then this will be the total of the cost and the locker fee, right? So if it's false, then what? If this is false, then only the cost will be the total amount, which is C5, right? So this should be C5. C5. Make sense? So if this value, so if D5 value is yes, then the result will be the sum of the cost and the locker fee. If it is false, which is no, then what? It will return only the cost as a total value. And then autofill. Okay, now it makes sense. For this one, we don't need this 0, so remove it. Okay, let's check on this one. So if this is 1,500, the locker is no, so the total is the cost itself 175, same 175, and then the locker is yes, so add 75 to this, so 650. So this is correct. Okay, now G5, calculate the total amount due. So total due will be the annual total, right? Annual total multiplied by the number of years will be the total due. So that is equal to E5 multiplied by F5. Enter. And then drag it all the way down. So make sure the number is correct. So 300 times 3 is 900. 300 times 2 is 600, and this is correct. Okay, now H5. Okay, down payment. Okay, this is a monthly down payment. Okay, this one is a monthly down payment. So in this case, we will use insert a lookup table. The lookup table is this one, the membership. The membership, right? So if the membership is a deluxe, then the down payment is 250. If the membership is family, then down payment is 700. So the down payment should be the value in this third column. So let's use a lookup table. Vertical lookup. So we lookup parentheses. We're gonna look up what? The membership type, right? So click the membership type. B5, comma, the table name is membership, comma, and once there is a match, then we will return the value from the third column. So type 3, and we are looking for the exact match, so type false. Okay, so this is the formula for H5. Okay, so deluxe, then the down payment will be 250 autofill. So if it's an individual, then the down payment is 150. Okay, how about family? If it's a family, then the down payment is 700. This is correct. Okay, now the balance. The balance will be the total amount due minus the down payment, right? So I5 is equal to G5 minus H5. So that's the balance. And then apply the autofill. So 900 minus 150 is 750. 300 minus 150 is 150. This is correct. Okay, next one is monthly payment. Okay, monthly payment. Okay, so J5. So monthly payment, in this case, we gotta use PMT function, right? Monthly payment, PMT function. So for the PMT function, okay, the total balance will be divided into monthly. So how many? Okay, since look at the number of years, so the total month will be the number of years multiplied by 12 in B23. So there are 12 months in a year. So we will multiply the years by the number of years. So that will be the total number of that's the number of total month. And then the rate, this is annual rate. 5.75% is the annual rate. So we will divide this into 12 so that the monthly, we will use monthly rate. Okay, so let's use a PMT function. Let me scroll this one a little bit to the right. So PMT function, so payment, PMT. So PMT will give you, in this case, monthly payment. So the rate is B23. So B23 is annual, right? Annual. So divide this one into 12, which is B24. Okay, and then we want to copy after we complete this formula, we will copy the formula down the column. So 23 and 24 must be fixed. So use press F4 so that we put the dollar sign here. So when you copy this, these two value, the address for these two value will remain stay. Okay, number of periods. N period is number of periods, which means the number of months. So total number of months is multiply the number of years in F5 multiplied by 12, which is B24. So B24 should be fixed. So put dollar sign and make it absolute reference on B24. Okay, F5 must be changed because when we copy the cell vertically down, then F5 should be F6, F7, and so on, right? Okay, then the third value is the present value. The present value is the balance, because this is the amount you need to pay, right? The balance. So click I5. And then let's try the value that we get. So enter key. So this is the formula. Enter. All right, so we got $34.38. So this is the monthly payment. And the red and parentheses means minus sign, or minus, negative value. So negative value means this value will go out of your pocket. So we know this is going out of my pocket. So why don't we just, to make the value positive. So in order to make it positive, you can change the sign of the present value. So put the negative sign in front of I5. Okay, negative sign in front of I5, then it will give you the positive value. Okay, and then use apply autofill. Okay, so we should have these values. Okay, let's check the last one. Okay, so the monthly payment for the last row is B23 is the balance, correct? B24. I'm sorry, the rate, right? The rate. So let's double check. So the first argument is the annual rate divided by 12. This is correct. The second argument is the number of periods, which is multiply the number of years by monthly by 12. This is correct. And then the present value will be the balance I13. This is correct, right? So we should have a number like this. Okay, and then next one. Okay, number 13. Okay, calculate the total. So the total will be total for the payment. The total due. So the total will be the sum of the above, the values from the above. So why don't we use the sum? So that's the total, right? And then why don't we just autofill? So this is the total of the numbers from the above, and this one's the sum of above, right? Okay, so total due, down payment, balance, and monthly payment as well. Okay. All right, number 14. Insert an appropriate function in the summary store here. So number of new members. So these are the members, right? These are the members. Actually, these are the new members. So let's count the number of rows in this case. So we can use count function. Should be count A, right? Count A. If we use the count function, then count will just count the numbers only. Numbers only. This will give you 0, because these are the contents are the numbers. So we will use count A function. Count A. So it will count actually how many rows, how many cells is counted here. So there are 9 of them. Right? There are 9 members. Okay, for the lowest monthly payment, so this is the monthly payment, isn't it? Monthly payment. So we will get the minimum value from this monthly payment. So that is, we can use the min function here in the home tab, editing group. Click the summation arrow. So we can find mean, use mean. Come on. Okay, you can just type mean. Type mean. Mean of what? This range. So select J5 to J13. So this function will give you the minimum value of the selected range. And then average. You can use average function, equal sign, average. Select the same range of the monthly payment. So that's the formula for the average. And then maximum value, so that is equal sign and then max. This will give you the maximum value of the selected range. J5 to J13. And then median. You can use median function. Median. So median is the center value. So when you rearrange the values from lowest to highest, then the median will be the value in the middle. Okay, so that will be 29.55. Okay, number 14. Okay, format the payment with accounting number format. All right, so select these 4 values, and there's a dollar sign just in front of the number. So let's make this one. Okay, this is a currency format. So let's make it an accounting. Accounting means the dollar sign will be in the beginning of the cell. Okay. So that's number 14. Number 15. Format the other column headings in 4 to. Okay, these are the column headings. These are the column headings. So we will change this column heading same as this one. So select the heading for this summary statistics, the blue color, the cells in blue color. So we will just copy this cell. So click the Format Painter twice. The Click Painter, and then select A4 to J4, and then click this one. Click the Format Painter again, and then select A7 to C17, A17 to C17. So we just copied the formula. Look at this. We're supposed to have bold color, right? Bold letter. So these two are not bold. So why don't we select this one again and then make it bold? Even this one, make it bold. Okay. And then we're supposed to have the titles in one line. So why don't we use wrap text? Click wrap text. Okay, click wrap text so that the contents in each heading will display in one line. In one cell. So select A4 to J4 and then wrap text. Okay. So that was number 14 and 15. 16. Format the monetary values for the client Xian and the total rows with accounting numbers. So click C5, hold down the Control key, and then select E5, and then select G5 to J5. Okay, so these values will have accounting number format. So select accounting number format. Also the total rows. So these are the total rows. So select the total rows and then apply accounting format. Okay, they use 0 decimal places to whole amount. So 0 decimal places. So why don't we select, okay, hold down the Control key and then select all the amounts and then apply, click decrease decimal, everything, and display 2 decimal places for the monthly payment. Okay, for the monthly payment, so select only the monthly payment amounts, and then for this one we need 2 decimal places. So increase decimal so that there are 2 decimal places for this monthly payment. Okay, and then apply comma style to the internal monetary numbers. So okay, so these are all comma style, right? Comma style, because after 3 digits there's a comma. So this is comma style already. Okay, and then underline the values before the total. So this is total, so underline the values for this one. So why don't we just click this one and underline? Underline. So these values have underlined. Okay, and then apply double accounting underline. Double accounting underline for the total. So select the total, and then not double underline, it's a double underline. So why don't we click this font dialog box? Then here is underline, underline. Select double accounting. Okay, double accounting underline. And then as you see this, there's a double line, right? Double underline. Click OK. Okay. So this one is a little bit different from this one, right? Is it same or different? Probably same or different. So anyway, we select this and then apply double accounting. Okay, double accounting underline, this one. Okay, set 0.3 inches left and right margin, and then ensure the page prints on only one page. So we can set the margins. So click the page layout, margins arrow, custom margin. Come on. Here, custom margin. So the left and right is 0.3. So change this one to 0.3. Change the right margin to 0.3. And then OK. Alright, let's see the print layout. So click print. Is it in one page? Yeah, it's in one page. It is in one page. So why don't you can scale it, or you don't have to scale it because it's already one page. So or we can just put one page. So this will be displayed in one page. Okay, one page. Still fine. Okay, insert a footer with your name. So footer. Okay, click the page setup dialog box. Yes, footer. Header and footer, right? Custom footer. Let's use the click the custom footer. Okay, insert the footer with your name on the left side. So left section will contain your name and the date in the center. So click the center section and the date. Date is this part. This is the date and this is time. So click the date and then on the right side file name. So click the right section and then select the file name code, which is this one, insert file name. So click this and then OK. So it inserted like this and then OK, save. Number 19, save it, upload. Don't upload it yet because we haven't done the inventory worksheet. Right? So now we are done for the new client worksheet. So let's click the inventory worksheet. Okay, so there are some data, like 79 data, right? So actually 78. Okay, freeze the pane so that the column labels do not scroll. So when you scroll down, the column label also scrolls, right? So we want to fix this. So click the first line, any place in the first line, and then we can freeze the pane. So click the view tab and then freeze arrow, freeze pane arrow. So actually we want to freeze what? The top row, right? Top row. So click the top row so that when you scroll, so the first row stays in the screen. Okay. Now convert the data to a table and name it as inventory 2020. So click any place in the table and then insert tab, click the insert tab. Here is the table. So click table. So it selected the table automatically and make sure the table contains the correct region. All right, and then click OK. So my table has header, yes. So check on this part and then click OK. And the name of the header, so click the upper left corner, table name, type inventory 2020, enter. Okay, so whenever you use this inventory 2020, that will represent this area. Okay, apply table style to medium 3. Okay, table style is this one. Make it medium 3. So this is medium 1, 2, probably this is 3. Table style medium 3. Okay, number 4. sort the table by warehouse and then department, unit price, and so on. Okay, so we can apply the sort. You can click home tab, and then here's the sort and filter, custom sort. You can click the custom sort. Okay, the first one is, okay, you will first sort, it will be, the table will be sorted by the warehouse A to Z. So select the first sort by to warehouse A to Z, and then click add the level, and then the next one is department. So select the department, and then the third level will be unit price. And the unit price starts from smallest to largest. Okay, create a custom sort order for the department. So for this department, we will change the order. This is not in alphabetical order. We will make a custom order. So click the custom list. So from here, we will make a new list. Okay, new list. Okay, on the right side, okay, this is the new list. So type as it is. So the first one is food, space, and percent, health, and then enter. On the second line, colors, and percent, lashes, okay, make sure the spell is correct. Toys, clothes, training, enter, grooming. Okay, so the department will be sorted by this order, and make sure the names are correct. The spelling has to be also correct. Okay, everything is, the spelling is right, training, grooming. Okay, so once it's done, click add. Click add, and then select this one. So custom list will be the one that you just typed in, and then click OK. Then OK. Alright, so first, the order of this is starting from department, right? Department. So department order is food, right? Food. If they are the same food and health, then next sort will be the warehouse first. Warehouse. So Denver, right? Denver. So warehouse. So this data is sorted by the warehouse, Denver, membership, P and S. This is correct. So among this Denver data, it will be sorted by the department. So food, colors, toys, clothes, training, grooming. This is correct. And for the same department, this will be sorted by the unit price, because the unit price starting from lowest to largest. Okay, this is correct. So number 5, remove the duplicate record. So click any place in the table. In the design tab, we should have remove duplicates here. So actually how many? So starting from 2 to 29. So there are 78 rows in records. So click this one, and then we will match everything. Click OK. It found one duplicate, so there are 77 unique values remain. 77. So do we have 77? Yes, that is correct. Okay, number 6, create an unqualified structured reference in column G to determine the value of the inventory on hand. So inventory value. Okay, so amount on hand is this and unit price this. So we will calculate the inventory on hand. Calculate this by multiply the unit price. Multiply the unit price by the amount on hand. So this will be equal to, so equal sign, and the unit price multiplied by asterisk E2. So that's the formula. So the formula is multiply F2 times FE2. Enter. Okay, so these are the inventory value on hand. So this is the product of these two. And once you click the cell F2, this F2 will automatically replaced by the column name, unit price. Okay, and then number 7. Apply a total row to the inventory 2020 table. Total row. So total row will be added in the last line, right? The last line. Set the inventory value to sum. Okay, so click any place in the table and then click the design tab. From design tab, you can check on the total row. So once you check this will add a total row here. And then double click the total row. Okay, the total row has a number. This is subtotal, and then 109, right? 109 means the sum. Okay, this is number that make a sum of the numbers. So this is correct. And then, okay, the amount on hand to average. Amount on hand is this one. So we will display the average of these numbers. So type equal sign, use subtotal, parenthesis. So we will make an average for the values. So the number for average is 1, right? 1. So type 1, comma, and then click E1. Okay, click E1, parenthesis, enter. Okay, one moment. Okay, so in this case, click E79. Okay, this one should be a name of the header. So put the bracket, then bracket, and the type the header name, amount on hand, and then close bracket. So we're supposed to have this one, and then 1 represents average. So we have these numbers. Okay, so as you see this Z79, bracket, and we have there is header name, right? Header name inside the bracket. So we gotta use header name inside the bracket. Okay, and then what do we do next? Okay, 2 decimal points. Format the results 2 decimal points. So make this one 2 decimal points. Okay, decrease the decimal. So we have 2 decimal points and 2 decimal points. Okay, and number 8, create a new conditional formatting rule. Okay, we want to create a formatting rule. So click any place. Click any place in the table. So in home tab, here is a conditional formatting. So we will create a new row. Okay, click the last one, manage rows. So let's create a row so that, okay, the rule is this. The inventory value, so the inventory value is in the department, right, D. So the column D contains food and health. And the value, so inventory value. Okay, this should be the inventory values. If the value is greater than or equal to 30,000, then we will fill with this color. So there are 2 qualifying entries. So this is what we can do. So we will create a new rule. So the new rule is Okay, click the last one. Use a formula. Okay, so this is the rule. So the rule will be, we will use equal sign, we will use AND function, AND. Okay, so the AND function means there we will enter some conditions, and if those conditions are all true, then that part will be selected. So the condition will be the department. So D2, has to be equal to food, use the double quotes, food and health, double quotes. So if the condition, so this is the first condition. So in the food and health department is correct. There's a match, and also the inventory value. So inventory value is in G2. So G2 should be greater than or equal to 30,000. 30,000. So if two condition matches, then that record will be selected. And then we want to put, we will highlight it with a different color. So click the format. The color will be this one. Select this color and then OK. So once there is a match, we will put this color. So the format is this. So make sure to write the format like this and then click OK. Then where do we want to apply this formula? Okay, this formula will be applied to, okay, so select this, select equal sign. So equal sign all the way from G2 to the bottom. So G2 and then all the way down to G78. Okay, so this formula will be applied to this one. If the formula is true, then this format, the color will be applied to this. Make sense? Okay, so there is a match from food and health department whose unit price is greater than, so whose inventory price is greater than 30,000. Then these values will be highlighted. Okay, click OK. We're supposed to have some numbers, two numbers here. Okay, let's go to conditional formatting again and manage rules. Okay, double click on this. This one is changed. This gotta be D1. It's changed. So D2, and then multiply this by G2, and then click OK, and then click apply. Click apply. Then do we have colors? Yes, over here. So we have, so this one found this value, and this value is greater than 30,000, and then it is in the department food and health. Scroll it down. Do we have more? Yes, over here. So for the food and health, the inventory value is more than 30,000. So there are two of them. So yes, we are correct. Number 8. Okay, number 9. So ensure the warehouse information is not broken up between pages when printed. So when we print this one, this should not broken down. So by what? There will be add a new page break to ensure that each warehouse prints on its own consecutive pages. So Denver, it looks like, Denver should be in the same page. And then Memphis should be printed in the same page, and so on. So we can apply page break. So let's see the print view at this moment. Okay, the first page contains Denver, Memphis, and so on. And then, they are mixed up, right? So go to the View tab. Let's go to the View tab as well. page layout. Okay, unfrozen is fine. Okay, sorry, go to the page. Okay, click the page break preview. Page break preview. Can we unfreeze this one also? Okay, freeze the top row. Freeze the top row, so it's still, the first row is still on the screen. Okay, page one. Page one goes all the way to here. So for the page one, why don't we put a page break here so that it will display up to Memphis, right? So click any place in the line 46, row 46, then let's apply the page break. So page break is in the page layout. Click the breaks, insert page break. Okay, Control Z because we put the page break in the corner above and left. So Control Z, click A46, and then apply the page break, insert page break. Okay, so we have a new page over here, and then the second page, scroll down, second page, it goes all the way down here. But let me see, okay, one moment. Okay, so actually, well, we want to print each warehouse. So we will insert a page break, more page breaks. So click A28, so insert a page break. So Denver page will be printed in one page, and the second page will be for the warehouse membership, and then Potomac will be the third page, so we will insert another page break. So select A65, break, insert page break. And then we have page 4 that displays San Diego. Okay, and then change the orientation of the page. Okay, landscape. So orientation should be landscape. So we have another page on the right, but since we changed the layout, everything is in one page. Denver is one page and the membership is one page, another page. Okay, the next one. Okay, display the inventory page in page break. So this is a page. Okay, look at the view tab. So this is in the page break preview. Page break preview. Okay, we have to do another one. Add a page break. Set the worksheet to the orientation. Repeat row 1 labels on all pages. So when we print this, we want to display the heading row 1 every page. So that is how we can do this way. So click the page layout tab and then open the page setup dialog box. So from here, okay, click the sheet tab. So we want to repeat the top row. Okay, repeat the top, so select row 1. Okay, so whenever we display or whenever we print it, the row 1 will be also displayed and then also printed. So click print preview. Okay, so the row 1 is displayed on the first page, and the second page, third page, and so on. So row 1, the heading information is displayed on every page. Okay, so we are on the view tab. This is page break preview. Okay, now insert a footer with your name on the left. Okay, let's just repeat the process for the previous new client worksheet. So let's insert the header, the footer. So click the page setup dialog box launcher here, and then click the header and footer. Click custom footer. So on the left, enter your name on the left section, and for the center section, sheet name. So the sheet name is this one, right? This one. And on the right section, file name. The right section is the file name, which is this one. Okay, your name on the left, sheet name on in the center, and the file name on the right section. And then click OK. Let's go to the print preview. So we have our name, sheet name, and then file name for every page, and then header on every page. Okay, so that's it for this project. New client sheet and then introduction. Okay, so save this file and then submit it.